Self-improving you. Frequency and how to improve you. Improving yourself. Whatever you have achieved today, you always should see how to improve it more tomorrow. Make it better, make it faster, or make it easier. Ideally, all three. In this way, you naturally improve yourself and your life. Don't hope for better, rather make it better. If you walked 1,000 steps yesterday, then walk a few more today. If you swam 5 lengths of the pool this morning, then do more tomorrow. If you ate nutritious food yesterday, then do the same, if not better, today. You get my point. Improvement is how we survive well. Not just survive, but do it well. If you do not change for the better, then that is not pro-survival. In other words, ideally, we aim to survive well, not just survive, but survive better today than yesterday. This is the ideal scene. Of course, there will be days where you can make no improvement, and there will be days that you get a little worse. But the average must always be that we improve on average as we live from day to day. This would then indicate that we are in pursuit of some form of happiness and that we would be enjoying life a lot, or at the very least, enjoying life to some extent. We could break this down further and then bring you in your mood and your feeling of well-being. You see, if you have your life together, then you should be able to keep a good mood, keep running your life in a positive way, and this should mean that you are living a prosperous and fun-filled life. Now we can take any subject, any challenge or task that you present to yourself or find yourself in. We could follow you in your day and we could see how you deal with these challenges, these tasks. I'm just referring to how you run your life. We are not concerned with what the task is. Now, if you have your life sorted out, if you know how to handle things, then you ideally will be able to solve your particular issue or task at hand. If this is the case, then you will naturally remain in control and you will stay in pro-survival mode. What is important here is that you are aware, and if not, then become aware that you must strive for improvement on a daily basis, and you need to make active decisions to drive forward each and every day. It needs to be an ingrained part of your life, and if it is not, then you need to ask, why not? Frequency. You see, you are naturally running at a particular frequency. Yes, you as a spirit and your body. They form a harmonic. That is to say that the frequency of your body, together with you as a spirit, mix your frequencies, and you can then be seen as a harmonic of mixed frequencies. When your body is down, then it brings you down. When you are down, then you bring your body down. So you need to have a healthy body and be in high spirits to have a high frequency, a high harmonic. That again is the ideal situation. Frequency is the amount of pulses or waves that occur in a given time period. If these pulses arrive very often, then it is considered a higher frequency than if they arrive less often. The more pulses or waves, the more energy. When transmitting more pulses or waves, then you are at a higher frequency and therefore more energy is being transmitted by you. Ideally, you want to have more energy as a body and as a spirit. Therefore, we need to increase our frequencies. When you are low in frequency, then you are low in energy and low in mood as well. When we find a way to increase our frequency, then we also find ways to increase our mood and therefore our tone. To relate to improving yourself, then this also ties in and correlates with frequency. You see, when you improve yourself and or your body, then you raise your frequency just that little bit. When you keep on improving yourself all the time, a bit each day, then you naturally increase your frequency. The higher your frequency, the better you are in body, health, and in mind, spirit. It seems very logical and simple, but you would be surprised at just how many people don't realize this. It is actually criminal that we are not taught this as a basic knowledge and understanding from our youth. So, high frequency means good mood, high toned. Low frequency means low or bad mood and low toned. Like it or not, we live in a frequency-filled environment. Everything around us, including our own body, is resonating at its own frequency. We will now explain how you can change your life so that every day can increase your frequency. Ideally, everything in your life should increase your frequency. If you only engaged in things that increased your frequency, then you would naturally improve yourself from day to day. This may seem like a tall order, but being aware and then changing your paradigm to look out for things to make improvement in your life will make a dramatic positive change for you. The bottom line is that you are looking to get a win here and there from most, if not all of your actions and activities. You're not going to do this overnight, but you can train yourself to change your paradigm and your methods. Here are 4 points we will discuss so that you can improve your life daily and make it a natural and normal activity, and at the same time increase your frequency. We will discuss awareness, communication, emotion, and allowing emotion into your situation means allowing yourself to drop in frequency. Awareness. You first need to be aware that you and your behavior will determine if you increase or decrease your frequency as you go about your day. What happens is that if you react negatively to a situation, then that will lower your frequency. But if you handle the upset by not dramatizing or not having a hissy fit, then that will at least not cause you to lower your frequency. That is what you are aiming at. That is to say, you need to hold firm and be strong when something starts to upset you. Let me be very blunt. This is planet Earth. Things can and do go out of alignment very often. It is your professional management skills that can keep things stable during challenging times. When you keep calm, and instead of getting upset, rather figure out how you can manage and resolve the situation, then you are going to have a much better life and you're going to keep yourself more motivated. This is the way to do it, rather than getting upset, dramatizing, and going into a poor me mode. But we are getting too involved on the awareness definition. You do need to become aware of what you can cause. You can be the solver, or you can be the dramatizing poor me person. No matter which way you go, at the end of the situation, you will still need to resolve it anyway. Based on my experience and my pain that I've caused myself, I now prefer to handle the situation in the first place. Then there is less time to get back to where you were before, and you don't then affect your frequency. You stay level-headed and not upset. Communication is key. Whatever you encounter, you can resolve with good, honest communication. This does mean that you will have to confront situations head-on and deal with people. It means that you will need to get other people to work with you to help solve situations. Without communication, you are going to fail at having people work with you. The bottom line is that you are not going to solve all of your problems on your own. Therefore, through communication, you can get people on board and aiming at the same target. Emotion. When you work out how emotion affects us and how it relates to us, how it hinders us, it is a no-brainer to stop allowing your emotion to take you over. It is a no-brainer to prevent yourself from dramatizing each and everything that does not go your way. This is because you will then delay your day, but more importantly, you stop your action for that time period, and therefore you cannot advance or improve during that time. You put a stop to any particular win or learning that you may be going through. You derail yourself momentarily. This prevents you from improvement at that moment. What is improving? It is advancing yourself upwards just a little bit, better than you were a moment ago. That is all you need to do all of your life, and you will then allow yourself to raise in frequency. What do you do when you allow your emotions to interfere with you? You lower your frequency, and therefore your power, your life energy. Here is an example of what occurred to me one day when I allowed myself to get annoyed, and this then got me into dramatizing my annoyance. This is basically just having a hissy fit and switching on the poor me alarm. Look at me, I don't like what is happening and I want attention. This is exactly what is happening, and it just allows you to switch on an emotion that brings you down, lowers your frequency, and then that means that you lose any wins that you could have got from this experience. Put another way, when you lower your frequency, then you have to get back to a point where you were before you allowed the emotion to drop you down a bit. You have to get back to the level of your mood so as to get back where you were before. It is therefore a complete waste of time. It is a waste of your time and your learning, and it means that you are going to have to go down this road again in the near future to prove that you will handle it and not throw a hissy. We've all done it. We've all grabbed attention. We've all got people to either say, "Poor guy," or "Did you see how upset he got?" Just stop for a moment and think, what did that achieve? What did that accomplish for the person causing the drama and for the people watching the drama? It just showed us that there was someone shouting out or dramatizing or protesting that things were not going his way. We can either agree with his dramatizing and feel sympathy and come down in mood level with him, or we think that he is being stupid or irrational and we disagree, or we may feel impartial and just ignore the situation. The point is, all it has done is waste time and brought the dramatizer and possibly the observer down in frequency. If you really look at it, then you will see that it is completely senseless. Allowing emotion into your situation means allowing yourself to drop in frequency. When you allow emotion in, then you force yourself to drop in frequency. This obviously brings your mood down and therefore slows or stops the things that you wanted to get done at that time. Remember, you were initially in action and games frequency level, and now something has brought you down. Well, to be blunt, you allowed yourself to be brought down because you allowed yourself to get emotional. Therefore, you now have got to dig yourself out before you can get back into action and games. Watch out how you react to things because you become destructive to you, your life, and your production. To summarize, be aware of the need to improve yourself. The ideal situation is to at least improve daily in something. Be aware that your actions or reactions do affect your frequency and therefore your ability to improve yourself. Consider only those reactions that affect you positively. Use communication to get things done in an orderly manner and leave emotions out of it. Rewatch this video if these things are not yet clear to you. If you found this video useful in some way, then please consider giving it a thumbs up or comment. Feel free to subscribe to this channel should you want to see further videos to increase your potential and life. Wishing you well in your life's journey. Best regards from Lots of Healing.